Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will put total level to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The quick out. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Converts on 4th down, still going. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Inside the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Simpson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finding open areas. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
When I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. Open space at the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up from bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's a draw. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
As This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown tie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. It quickly on the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played 1. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time. Left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Yeah, sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You know, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago, because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this third down really tricky.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Drills him with the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow, and obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver, and the defense able to come away with the INT.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grabs behind the line, it's Jackson. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quick. But the defense forced a big turnover.
I think both defenses are expecting to have a lot of fun in these conditions, right, guys? It is snowing. They know it's going to be really hard for these players to hold on to the football, so they're trying to make tackles, but they're also trying to scoop and score in this one because at any given time, someone can put the ball on the ground.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it, but get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miller with the ball. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, I feel feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. When you're playing at night, it's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows if that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else. So
picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. I'll tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, it's Miller. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Got it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on... And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, and it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. But the defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets rid of it. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They get to him as he throws. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now rolling to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
Snags it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab, and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. fly motion. Breaks into the open.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. It's tied. It's late. You're in your own end of the field. You're just trying to get into field goal range late here in the fourth quarter. Find your best matchups. Find your best playmakers.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, each passing situation is a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Bust through behind his pad. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw at Simpson. Under fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching